I just want to finish my degree and forget this toxic man. But if he calls me a W word one more time, his fiancée will hear the whole truth. Story. 2 years ago, I started dating a guy from my university. We were studying abroad together, and he was my classmate. It was my very first real relationship, my first serious feelings. I was deeply in love with him, and I honestly believed he felt the same. Everything felt like a fairy tale, but everything changed when we both went back home for the holidays. He stopped texting me. We didn't meet. I started feeling like something was off. Then I saw through mutual friends' Instagram stories that he was showing up at group hangouts with another girl. Mind you, with our mutual group of friends, where everyone knew we were together. Eventually, friends told me the truth. He had a whole other girlfriend the entire time. And not just a casual thing. He was planning to marry her. She is the same nationality as him, and apparently, in their culture, it's preferable to marry someone from your own background. They'd known each other since high school. And here's the best part. When we got back to university, he tried to reconnect with me. He swore he had broken up with her, told me it was his parents forcing him to be with her, which was a lie. They'd been together for years. He said he still loved me. Then, a week later, his girlfriend found out about everything, and he completely ghosted me. No messages, no calls, nothing. A couple of months later, he came crawling back again, and this cycle has continued ever since. It's now been 3 years, and we're still studying at the same university. And guess what? He still can't leave me alone. Every time I start talking to or dating someone, especially from our mutual friend group, he immediately tries to buddy up with the guy and warns him not to date me. Says I'm a whore, that I'm bad news. Reminder, he's still with that same girl, and they're apparently planning a wedding. He's even texted me a few times, asking me out again. I always turn him down. Meanwhile, his girlfriend absolutely hates me. We've crossed paths at mutual gatherings, and she glares at me like I'm the devil, even though she forgave him. She blocks me on social media, unblocks me, stalks my profiles, and spreads rumors. I've got 1 year left in this circus. I just want to graduate and never see either of them again. But if he opens his mouth one more time and tries to sabotage my relationships or spread lies about me, I swear, I'm telling her everything. Because she still doesn't know the full story, and it's about damn time she does. I seriously don't understand how someone can be this toxic and hypocritical and still sleep at night. Top comment. Is there nowhere at the university you can report him for harassment? Furthermore, he doesn't deserve another opportunity to hurt you. Go F up his world. Tell his girlfriend to keep him away from you. Make it known to everyone that you don't want any sort of relationship, friendship, or even contact from him. A Redditor replied, seriously, he's harassing you. You should report it to the uni and keep records. Focus on your degree and don't let his drama mess with your life. Another commented, the audacity of him calling you names while he's the one who lied, cheated, and keeps crawling back is unreal. People like that rely on others staying silent, so no wonder he's terrified of you telling the truth. Do whatever you need to do to set boundaries and keep yourself safe, but don't let him rewrite the story when you know exactly what happened. OP responded, yes, he has no sense of guilt and thinks he will get away with it forever. Someone said, I would have told her a long time ago. Gather all your evidence and send it to her. She glares at you, smile and wave. Why is she mad at you? Her boyfriend cheated on her. She should be mad at him. When he comes up to you and calls you a whore, laugh in his face and tell the guy, he's just mad I won't help him cheat on his girlfriend. Gather all evidence of him harassing you and go to whoever handles this at your university. Am I the a-hole for refusing to leave my apartment for a day because of my Muslim roommate's conservative mom? Throwaway, because my roommates know my main account. So, I, 23 male, live in a college apartment with 2 roommates, both of which are women, and one of them is Muslim. Let's call her Sana. We all get along pretty well and have lived together for over a year with no issues. Yesterday, Sana told us her mom was visiting for the upcoming weekend. For info, her mom is very conservative and religious, and apparently doesn't approve of her daughter living with male roommates. Awkward because I exist. As a result, Sana asked if I could leave the apartment entirely for the day her mom was visiting. Like, be out the whole day, and even find somewhere else to sleep overnight. I told her I wasn't comfortable with that, because I had a major assignment due, and I focus best when I'm working from home. I also didn't want to have to pack up all my stuff and go stay somewhere else just to keep up an appearance for someone I don't even know. Additionally, I pay equal rent, and felt like I had a right to be in the apartment. Still, to try and compromise, I offered to stay in my room the entire day and be quiet, or not come out at all on the condition that I'd at least be allowed to quickly come out to make lunch or dinner, or they could just bring food to my room so I wouldn't starve. I genuinely thought that was fair and respectful. But no, Sana wasn't happy with that and insisted I should be out of the apartment entirely. She said her mom would freak out if she found out a guy lived there, and it would cause a lot of drama in her family. I said while I understood her position, I wasn't going to dip from my own home, especially with a big deadline hanging over me. She's still pissed and being pretty cold toward me now, and also vented to our other roommate, who stayed neutral and said she saw both sides. I really wasn't trying to be difficult or disrespectful. I understand her cultural situation, but I also feel like it's unfair to expect someone to completely vacate their home just to accommodate someone else's family's beliefs, especially when I tried to find a middle ground. So, AITA? Edit. Sana never chose to have male roommates, but it just so happened that she was practically bullied out of her old apartment, all female, for a conflict involving another girl, and this was her last resort. Also, I'm so disheartened to see so much hate in the comments, and it's enlightened me to be kinder and more understanding to Sana and her situation. This was never meant to start a debate in the comments, and I urge everyone to have more empathy and humanity. I will also be going home and asking a friend if I can stay over for a day. For everyone concerned about how if I let it bypass now, that it will happen again and again, I will speak to Sana about this properly and urge her to talk to her mom. Thank you for all the level-headed and empathetic comments I did get that helped me understand her perspective better, as I do care for her greatly and never want to hurt her if I can help it. One day isn't the end of the world, and if it helps her, I've realized I'd be happy to do it. Top comment reads, "Tell Sana that if she pays for a hotel room, food delivery, and any extra costs, you will be happy to move out for a day." A Redditor replied, "That was my first thought as well. I'm not coming out of pocket to help in your lie. If it's worth it to you, I'll accommodate, but not at my expense." Another commented, "I had a housemate during undergrad with a conservative Muslim family who couldn't know she lived with anyone who drank alcohol or were male. She communicated this in the beginning, and we were okay supporting her. No relatives ever slept over, and when they visited, we would hide the alcohol, empty the recycling, and pretend the boys didn't live there. One time her brother stopped by for a surprise visit. We just pretended the male roommate who was home was my boyfriend. It wasn't a hardship because we loved and supported her, and everything was communicated in the beginning, so we had a reasonable and non-burdensome plan in place."